Hello everyone, and may the 4th be with you all. Welcome back to AustinTalks, where today we are celebrating May the 4th. Obviously this is just a couple days late, which is unfortunate. But obviously the day of recording is the May the 4th, but the uploading is a bit iffy, so it probably will be on the 6th. Or the 7th. I could be wrong. But anyway, may the 4th be with you also. To celebrate this, I decided to do a video, but not just doing a video where all my excitement for it. I thought I would change it up a bit because we've had a lot of Star Wars news recently. So I thought this would be the perfect time to pick a load of break down a load of stuff that's upcoming or if that's already released. I'm just gonna get right into it because there is a lot I did not realize. I mean, I had a load of stuff and then I was like, oh wait, that's a lot more stuff than I thought. So honestly, I think this will be a regular movie predictions video. So let's just get right into it. Now, why am I writing a video? Well, in my family, we are all big fans of Star Wars, except my mother. But to be honest, I needed some excuse to obviously cover everything because there's so much to show in this video. And I mean, there is a lot. I mean, that should be from. But there's shows, movies, games. There's the whole lot of it. So I mean. I had when I was like, oh, May the 4th, I was trying to figure out something to do, and I was like, hang on a minute, I've got it. So here it is, and I thought it would be a perfect time. It is perfect time for me. So yeah, right. The first stuff is Star Wars Visions Volume 2. Now, personally, I have not watched this, but I understand it is actually quite popular. I thought it was basically just anime. Anime Star Wars, but it's not. I actually seen him in, it's it's animated, but it's also got interpreted some Clone Wars stuff, and then you've got the anthology from when before the actual Star Wars. This is the High Republic era. Now this cover alone actually looks intriguing. It looks sick. I think the concept of the series is good, and from what I know, and I may go and watch this because it looks really good. That guy at the bottom with the gas mask, he looks like Bane but a Sith. It looks sick. And I actually may come out with a review with this. That is not a promise. That I will, but there may be a possibility. But I probably won't. I've got this month and next month's stuff planned. So you're in for a good treat. You're in for a good treat for the next couple months. Right, Young Jedi Adventures. Now, due to the celebration, they are making this series, and I will definitely watch this because it looks real child friendly. Yoda is looking even smaller. I didn't think that was possible. And is teaching kids the Jedi way. And it looks cute, and I think it's a perfect show to show babies. I mean, if you want them to grow up to watch Star Wars, here's a perfect time. And also, this is the first series where they've actually showcased the purple lightsaber other than Revan and Mace Windu, so that's cool. And then they can grow up and love and understand the depth and complexity of George Lucas's masterpiece that was Star Wars. The cover actually does not look half bad. It does look good. I may give it a watch. I mean, it's not something personally, but it does look cute, and it doesn't matter how old you are. You're never too young. Now, onto the live action stuff. Ahsoka only took me so many times to actually write it right. Now, this series follows the adventures of Ahsoka Tano investigating the emerging threat after the fall of the Empire. The threat being Thrawn. Now, this series will be mental. There's no doubt in my mind. It will be mental. I mean, we see Sith with orange lightsabers and more, and I'm just excited for this series, and also Ahsoka is my favorite character in the Star Wars universe. There is no doubt about that. She is my favorite. She was great in Clone Wars. She was great in the final season. I mean, Tales of the Jedi. Oh God, I don't want to mess with her. I mean, she is a powerful character, and like with the white lightsabers in Mandalorian, like when we saw a live action version, I was thrilled. Then when I was like, they're doing a series, I'm like, well, damn. I mean, she is my favorite character in the Star Wars universe. So this series is a well deserved, and the one thing I can hope from this is a potential cameo from the Mandalorian when we in the series. But we also have Darth Vader returning, but by Hayden Christensen, like the one we got from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now that. This series is going to be, like, I mean, I've said this like 5 times already. It's going to be mental. I cannot wait. I love, Star Wars. I love this character. And I love Darth Vader. Hayden Christensen plays Anakin. Oh my God. It will be mental. And I said this I've got the exact same writing on this one. But I hope that Thrawn and, like, Moff Gideon team up. And then then Ahsoka has to go to Mandalorian. Oh, please do that. Like, if they do that, I will, like, if I ever become a millionaire, my money's going to them. Now, a series called Skeleton Crew. Now, this series follows the adventure of 4 young kids who discovered a safe planet, but then were lost in the galaxy. This series stars Jude Law playing the leading role of a Jedi, and I think that this series will mostly be Jedi-based with elements of, like, Mandalorian or, like, Andor sprinkled into it. But, like, this will be, like, some, like, Tatooine, some stuff. I actually think this will be good because it may be, like, a good balance between the two. I mean, like, the way they portrayed it at the Star Wars Celebration, I actually thought this would look quite good. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Skeleton Crew, and I didn't think it would come out this year. I mean, I know on a couple of other series, like The Acolyte, will come before. I mean, I know next year, 2024, but this, I mean, wow, yeah, I'm happy for that. Now, this series I'm actually really excited for. The Acolyte that releases in 2024. Now, The Acolyte is a series releasing next year based on the High Republic era before the main Star Wars trilogies, meaning like before The Phantom Menace. This series will consist of 8 episodes, and a Padawan was lost and then soon will reunite with his Jedi Master, and when they find each other, they also find out mysterious and sinister things about the Force and more. Like, the writing looks mad. I mean that looks intriguing, and the rings look how like they've been united, and I think that's quite cool. And we've had like the Knights of the Old Republic in the Old Republic era, but like to be before, like we all know what happens in between, like the game, like the 9 movies. We've got Solo, Rogue One, and like all that. But if we have stuff like from before that all happened, I think that's what we need. I mean, yeah, we can have multiple stuff in between, but this type of stuff is what we need. Like more context, more anthological like information, and I think that's a perfect yeah. Now, Andor season 2. This is confirmed August 2024. Now, from great reviews of the first season, many anticipate the season as it is in development right now. But when we talk about the plot and people who will currently appear, it is currently unclear. I need to get a life. This season will more than likely overlap with Rogue One or like the Solo movie, because I know there's like a big gap between there. But this is all we know so far. We did know there was an Andor season 2 in development, but we don't actually know much as of now. There's no like teasers or anything. I mean, they're probably going to get through 2023 first, but there's not much to go off other than I actually am looking forward to this. Season 1 was sick. And obviously they don't do much season 2, season 3s other than Mandalorian, and I don't know about Book of Boba Fett, but like I'm good they're continuing on, because there's nothing about Obi-Wan, there's nothing about Book of Boba Fett, so yeah, I'm good to see they're still continuing on with it. Now, The Bad Batch Season 3. Well, actually, this is another one. Now, this is confirmed to be the third and final season, and considering how we left the last season, it is needed. From the first season, there has been a great character complex about Omega. I mean, like, the Omega in the first episode, I was like, you are annoying, I do not like you. I mean, my dad did not like a lot of cartoons. He stayed and watched this series. I mean, he won't watch Clone Wars, yeah, he'll watch Bad Batch. So inexperienced. But like, to be honest, we all know, like, we all know he was like Force sensitive. There's something special. But to be recruited by the Empire, it's pretty low. It's also rumored that this season we will see Grogu and his origin, because this will overlap, I think, with the not Order 66, but like the Jedi Temple invasion like period. I do believe that. But yeah, that would be great. And I think the Bad Batch is very underrated. It's a very underrated series. I mean, my brother's got, I think, 2 character Funko Pops of this guy. But, like, they're severely underrated and they are sick. I mean, my brother's a big Clone fan, so, yeah. Now, Mandalorian Season 4. I have already said this. I've already said all of this. Now, depending on plot lines of Ahsoka, there is a possibility that Ahsoka seeks the help of Mandalorian, because I have a feeling that the tension with Thrawn will not end in that series. Also, I would like to see another collab between Ahsoka and Mandalorian. If I were to think of a plotline of Thrawn who goes to war on Mandalore, that will be the best season ever, especially if he teams up with Moff Gideon. Yes, I would like. I mean, obviously, this is the same thing I wrote in the Mandalorian. If will there be season 4? It's the same picture, same all of it. But, like, I'm not wrong. I would love to see this. I mean, and we know Darth Vader is returning in Ahsoka. Maybe, like, brings them all together and, like, let's kill them all, boys. I would love that. I mean, obviously, it's very unlikely. Extremely unlikely. But, like, at least I can have my own thoughts and think of that. Now, Tales of the Jedi Season 2. Now, this series was well received in the when we got the first season, and I'm not actually surprised we got a second one, because this was actually really requested, and I do think they can do a lot with this series. Like, they have a lot to cover, especially with filling in gaps, especially for Jedi, because we only have stuff for like clones and all that. But now, when the season was confirmed, they explained that they want to do stuff that no one knows much about. And they did that at first. They never really knew what Ahsoka was until Mandalorian, so like they covered that up. And then with Count Dooku, no one really knew much about him, like, other than he was the Padawan. He was the Jedi Master to what's his name, Qui-Gon Jinn. But like, still, and no one knows much about them, the series. And if they want to do that again, you are better off doing stories from like the second and third trilogy, especially the third. I mean, that's when you're probably gonna have like the most juicy stuff, because the third, like, where they ended the Rise of Skywalker, still so confusing. And I said this in my review, it would be a perfect way for them to introduce Grogu's backstory in full volume, but I don't know if this comes out after Bad Batch, they will not have to do that, because that was definitely said. And this is also what I want to see, if to be honest, and overall I am excited for Season 2. Season 2, I mean, Season 1 was sick, but like, obviously I definitely want to see this one. Right, Lando. Now, this series has been confirmed since the cameo of Lando in The Rise of Skywalker, it is not clear when this series will be set, and I actually think this, from recent reports, I think this series will take place after, like, the meeting with Han Solo, so, like, in the Solo movie. And I say this because Donald Glover was rumored to be talking with Lucasfilm about this project, and this series, I think, actually is promising. If they do, especially if it is anything like Han Solo. Han Solo was a good movie. I mean, and knowing what they do with, like, Mandalorian, Andor, and Book of Boba Fett, this is gonna look promising. And yeah, I mean, Donald Glover did make a good Lando. All we need now is a release date. I mean, we do need a release date, and I want one. So, yeah. Now, Rangers of the Republic. Around the time of Ahsoka, there was another Mandalorian spin-off confirmed that I actually only learned about recently. And it was called Rangers of the New Republic. Also called, and there was also something called The Dissidents, a Star Wars story. I do think that was fake though. This also actually makes sense because the New Republic is soon approaching at the timeline, and this would be like the people would start it, I suppose. And the people said to show up in this show is Bo-Katan and Cara Dune from the first season of Mandalorian. I actually think this will be great and a great opening to the new trilogy. I mean, I love everything Star Wars. If there's something bad, I will say it. I know a lot of Andor wasn't actually greatly received, and I do think this will be great opening for the new trilogy, so I can't wait to see what they cook up. They will cook something up great, and I know it. Now, the new trilogy. Now, what did I say? Now, why? Just why? I said at the end, when they said at the end of 2020 they would not do it like this, but just why? Now, I understand that this won't take place after the Rey thing, which I said we want stuff before it. They listened. The first movie releasing in 2025 is actually called Star Wars: The Lost Horizons. It will take place a while before the first movies, like The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and it will even come into action. So this is actually a plus because this is what I asked for. Now, while I'm not happy they're doing a new trilogy, I think they should have just done a series or just solo movies, but hey. The second one, released in 2027, is called Jedi, the new Jedi Order. So overall, they know what they're doing, hopefully. If they screw it up, I die. Like, I swear if they say, oh, this is actually going to take place after like the Rey stuff, it will just be sad, because there's nothing to go off. Darth Vader's dead. And, Palpatine is, well, I'm hoping dead. But there's no big villain to, Snoke even, he was chopped in half. I mean, there's nothing they can really do, but, hey. Now, we're on to the games. Ooh, I like this. Now, Knights of the Republic Remake. When this trailer was released, as a person who watched and somewhat played the game, I think this was good. And, who doesn't love Darth Revan? You can't mess with this guy. And I think this is good, and if a Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order and anything to go by, we can expect great things. There's not a single Star Wars game that sucks. The Lego games are even good. We don't know much about it at the moment, but we hope to hear more news soon. We got a teaser trailer not too long ago, and then this thing went quiet. But I think because they were doing this was when the Pico series was coming out. But I understand why. But anyway. Kill me. Right, Star Wars Eclipse. Now this is annoying me. This is annoying me. The teaser trailer for this was released in 2021, and at the time it was really hyped. But for now, it's just really dead. When I watched the trailer again, it looks so good. Just release the damn game. I was looking forward to it, but to be honest, I am still, but I don't think it is as hyped as it was, unless they release teasers or all that. They confirmed Jedi Survivor. They said, oh, we're going to make that game. That game came out before the trailer. That game... they said, oh, yeah, we're also confirmed we're going to make a new game called Jedi Survivor. That game's already out now. For a storyline that is set in the High Republic era, again, I like this. And from recent reports, it will probably release in the next year or at the end of next year. Fun. They may release this year, but at the very end, like January or something. The more you watch the trailer, the more hyped it is. But all I ask is, you release the game or at least something to keep us interested. The teaser trailer is hyped. Just do something, please. Now, there's a reason I didn't write a lot. During Star Wars Celebration, Daisy Ridley returned. Whoopee. And they confirmed there will be a solo movie revolving around Rey. Like, we haven't seen enough of this character in the final trilogy, but this is better be good. Right, okay. I know you're gonna, say, oh, but this is good, it's more Star Wars. I never really liked this character. Daisy Ridley is good in a lot of things. Many. Daisy played good. The only reason I watched these was because Daisy Ridley actually played a good Rey. But Rey's character arc was pointless. Completely pointless. We've got stuff for Palpatine, cool. Then they've renamed her Rey Skywalker. Why? Why would you do this? I'm really against this, but obviously as a devoted Star Wars fan, I'm gonna let it be. Obviously there's not much I can do about it, but still, you do you, eh? You do you. I'm gonna watch it and make predictions and all blah 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 blah. But obviously it has been confirmed. It probably will come out in a few years' time. But still don't want this. I don't want this. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? But alright. Well, everyone, that'll be the end of today's video. I don't know when it will be the 6th or the 7th. I don't actually know when this will be released because today is May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you all. Obviously, the tradition is watch a Star Wars movie or a Star Wars series on this day. So, hope you all have. So yeah. Other than that, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Everyone, have a great day and goodbye. Bye.